now. It's just a very important part of my life. In a way, it defines who I am.
And after decades of mass ascensions, red flags, and dawn patrols, hot air balloon pilot Doug Gantt is about to retire. Not to worry, though. He does plan on taking his famous balloon, Hamlet, up in the skies, at least for this year's Balloon Fiesta.
And Zach Rael found out what he plans to do next and why it may not be the last time you see Hamlet.
My name is Doug Gantt, and I fly Hamlet, the world's largest flying pig balloon.
We've all heard the saying, when pigs fly. Well, you don't have to look far to find one every year during Balloon Fiesta. If you're new, meet Hamlet. Since 2002, Hamlet, the world's largest flying pig, has been flying in the skies over the metro, pilot Doug Gantt at the helm.
And we all look forward to Fiesta every year because there's something magical and mystical about being on that field with 500 balloons and take off and fly.
While 2025 marks 24 years for Hamlet, this is 25 for Gantt, but he still remembers his first one.
2001 was my first Balloon Fiesta. And that year speaks for itself. 2001, 9/11, the whole world as we know it changed dramatically, and ballooning did the same thing. Balloons are registered aircraft with the FAA, and you actually have to have a pilot certificate to fly a balloon. And like all the other aircraft that's out there, we were grounded. We could not fly. What are you going to do? But Balloon Fiesta worked with the FAA, was able to pull that event off 3 weeks later.
24 years later, Gantt is going up one last Fiesta as a pilot.
I'm an old fart. No. You put that one on the air, huh? This is my 25th year of flying at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, and it has far exceeded my expectations as a pilot. It's like a little kid at Christmas. It's what you look forward to every year.
But don't worry, he will still be part of the ballooning world.
I'll always find a way to stay involved with ballooning in a volunteer capacity somehow, or maybe even as a second pilot for Balloon Glows for a pilot who needs help during Fiesta and help out that way.
And don't worry, we asked about Hamlet too. What will happen to the huge winged pig that flies high over Albuquerque?
The question comes up, what are you going to do with this thing? You're not going to fly it anymore. You can't let it sit in your garage, and waste away. And so, yes, the balloon is for sale.
And for $42,000, you could bring home the bacon and fly in next year's Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. Zach Rael, KOB4.